Yo, what is going on? Let's get the tunes rocking. And there's actually a TZ right now, Mephisto, that we got to get going on. Like, required. So let's get rocking on that. And we're going to be... Haven't done this before, so I kind of feel awkward about it, but I'm going to do it anyways. So we only have 25-pound dumbbells here at the Sweet Phil residence at the moment. I did not grab my call to arms. Let me go grab it real quick. Super quick. Only 25-pound dumbbells, so we're going to make it happen with just that. I just went to the same character again, gosh darn it. So curls with a $25-pound dumbbell is not ideal, but it is what it is. And then I was going to do like split squat, some kind of reverse fly maybe, curls of course. But yeah. Didn't go to the gym today, so we're bringing the gym to us. All right, everything's set there. Merc's got gear, good enough for me anyways. With the most god tier TZ meth map of all time. Quite literally. But we're gonna skip the TZ, we're gonna not do it until after TZ meth. I didn't know TZ meth was going to be up right now. But it is, so we're doing this. Shout out everybody hopping in here right off the bat. EJ, Loligator, Questinfinita. Sorry on the pronunciation there. What's going on? Hurt Locker. What's up, Marvin? What's up, Nate? Yo. So hopefully you knock some sick grailer off right here. Good afternoon, Marvin. Yeah. Appreciate you. I guess we'll take the statue, even though I have 70 quintillion of them. Fine, I guess. Gotta check the Ogre Mall, even though it wastes a lot of time and it's probably just gonna be not... Well, I mean, how good is it really gonna be? Am I right? But... Summon Necro has value? Oh, yeah. Right now we got TZ Meth, so I always switch over to my dedicated TZ Meth Andy Farmer, which is what I'm doing right now, of course. But yeah, as soon as we... Summon Necro is my go-to for especially budget. Anything pretty much before you get Death's Web, I prefer Summon Necro over Poison and Bone, personally. Some people would like Bone more, some people would like, and I don't necessarily do it exactly the way other people do. Oh, I do love Execution is Justice. S-tier name. It's not the greatest item to use, but S-tier name for sure. There's like no doubt that name's S-tier. No doubt. 100p. Could be top name in the game, to be honest. Could be. Anyone hopping in a little bit here? I wanted to make a cool thumbnail too, but didn't get around to it. Ran out of time, and I didn't want to lose any more TZ Meth time here. We're gonna be doing a little workout while I'm playing, just because. I mean, who doesn't like watching Phil suffer ever so slightly? But suffer in a good way, because we're gonna be getting fit, maybe. I have a 25-pound dumbbell, but it's like an adjustable one, you know, where you can, like, you turn a little thing and the plates slide off. I'm gonna do reverse flies. I'll probably have to lower those down, but curls with the 25s is a bit on the light side, but you gotta make do, right? Is the music louder than Phil? Did I mess up? Ooh, the music is loud for some reason. I don't know why. Thank you for shouting that out. I don't know why. Sorry, the music was so loud. Thank you for letting me know that. I don't know why it was so loud all of a sudden. I must have got an update. Sometimes there's like a random Windows update and it changes my audio levels for some reason. It happens like once every third month or something. So it's my bad. Do forgive me. Boy, that's unfortunate. I really hate when that happens. Good old Elder Staff Budget Enigma right there. Nage's Puzzler. I'm pretty sure I saved one, right? I got one saved up, right? I mean, I have Enigma already, so I don't think I need a Budget Enigma, so... Daniel, welcome in. G-Stacks, welcome in. I think calling me out for stopping mid-sentence there on accident. I tend to do that sometimes, but yeah. 25-pound dumbbells. End of this stream, I'm going to be so bleeping swole, it's going to be crazy. But I'm not going to lift till after TZ Meth here. What even is this? This is probably P1, isn't it? Players 3? Yeah, it's fine. Hope we could breathe the air on the camera trip. It was real bad one day. We actually decided to skip one of the days. The day it was the worst, which was Thursday. Friday was still bad, but it like started to clear up. I knew it was, they were projecting it for it to clear up towards the end of Friday. So we ended up going up Friday, and it was not fun, to be perfectly honest, but everyone else in my family was acting like it was like absolutely nothing. I'm like coughing stuff up and like hacking up a lung and stuff, and they're all just like, what's wrong with you? Like, yeah, I don't know, you're just used to breathing crap in, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I went up Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, today, it's like reasonably good. Like, if you take the readings outside, and I didn't even know this, I have this air purifier I bought for my basement, and it does have the reading on it. I never really paid attention because it was always so low. I take it and put it outside, and the numbers just skyrocketing up, just skyrocketing, and I'm like, oh my god. So it turns out this cheapo air purifier I bought on Amazon, it actually, the readings on it for like the parts per, I forget what it is, it's parts per cubic yard or per cubic meter. The PM 2.5, like the under 2 microns or 2.5 microns or whatever, it like reads almost spot on, which is crazy. Almost spot on. Because it was like exactly what they were saying it was on TV. So that's shocking, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I just assumed it would be wrong. But pumping iron between runs. Yes, I'm going to do that as soon as TZ meth is over. Yep. Oh, yeah. Feel going to be so swole. It's a true story. The film in landscape. I'm going to be playing like this. I'm going to be like... Yeah. No, I'm just kind of joking there. All I have, I'm going to do like... It's going to be a combo like body weight / I have a dumbbell that's adjustable up to 25 pounds. So that's what we got to work with today. But that's fine. I can get the work done. I can hang out with all y'all legends. Oh, and slay some demons. So, I mean, win-win-win. Am I right? Bill the featured. Am I listed as featured again? That's interesting. I never knew I'd ever get in that. And I don't really know what that does for you. If that just... I'm not really sure what that does for you. I seen Llama would have his streams and just say featured underneath. But I didn't know any of mine ever got featured. Which, what does that do? I don't like I said, I don't even know. I assume it's a good thing, right? But yeah, we don't have any control of it. YouTube algo type of situation. They're probably like, this guy's struggling. We need to help him out. Let's get him. Let's go on a race. Welcome in. Serene said you were confined inside. Yeah, definitely Friday we should have been, but I just made the judgment call. I mean, I don't know. Half a day out in the stuff. They quote unquote they were saying if you were outside like breathing the air for 24 straight hours on Thursday and Friday when it was bad, it was the equivalent of smoking 17 cigarettes. And I was just like, my daughter's losing her mind because she wanted to go camping and see, like, it's all of my cousins, but like all of my cousins are my age, so they got kids, so there's all these kids there too. And like my brother and sister and stuff, and she wanted to go play with these, you know, hordes of children, and she's losing her mind because, you know, we were going to go up a day later and stuff. So I don't know, I just made the judgment, you know what, how many times do you sit around a campfire and there's some smoke in your face? And I mean, I don't know, this one time, we're not going to be outside. It's going to clear up after a few hours of us being there, so it's not as much. And like, yeah, I don't know, in life you got to make decisions, and that's what I want. We decided to go up a day late so we didn't have to sleep all night with, like, and plus I was sleeping in a tent, so it's not like we could hop in our trailer like everybody else, turn the AC on that has a filter on it, and, you know, sleep in there like everybody else. I'm a tent person. I don't go camping much, so, but I don't know, it is what it is. I'm happy with the whatever happened there. So Kurt Locker said still pretty bad where you're at. Gotcha. I thought it kind of cleared up in most spots, but yeah, it depends where you're at. Obviously, I guess somewhere in Canada, if you're near it, is going to be the worst. Oh, little serpent skin. Ginther's Riff. We've got 35. Oh, bum, bum, ba-dum. Insert sound effect here. I'm also in the way of this, so let's just jump over here. But yeah, as you can see, not the greatest. Oh, well. Unfortunate. Is what it is. That's all right. Afternoon, J-Dub. Battleford, welcome in. What's up, Gold Magic Find? Thanks for the like button. Appreciate you. Dimensional Blade versus Shard always gets you. Gotcha. Those, see, that's not what gets me, and it doesn't get me as much anymore. But man, Blackhorn's face and Indara's Visage, I had some uncomfortable circumstances by me mixing those two up several times in my life, in fact. Good old Shako. Which one is what? Death Mask, and the other one is Demon Head? But for some reason, I mean, I don't know why. Just messes me up. Messes me up. So, I think we're going to write down a little workout plan as soon as I'm done with these runs here. I'm going to think of the order between... Here's what I'm thinking right now. Push-ups. So I think I'm gonna do 10. Just do 10 between each run, so it's not like, you know, I'm not busting out 40 at once or anything. But I'm thinking of doing like 10. We'll go push-ups. Maybe like a split squat. I got a... What do they even call it? A plyo box behind me or something? A split squat. Maybe... curl. Reverse fly. I'll have to think about it when I write it down. But probably like those, and then like a... Just do like a sit-up or something, I guess. I don't know. Nothing crazy, but... Body weight squats. Yeah. I do have 25-pound dumbbells, so I'll probably take... I'll do a split squat with a 25 dumbbell in each hand. But yeah. Let Express welcome in. See, Arcade said he's going camping next week, and so glad it cleared up. Hopefully it holds off. You never know. It's essentially like predicting the weather at this point, which is literally what it is. For where I live anyways, it depends where you're going to be at. In the northeast United States or whatever, but depending on which way the air shifts and stuff like that is going to depend with what happens. So, did they fix Mosaic? No. Nope. Mosaic has not been changed yet. The smoke happened when it was too hot to go outside anyways. It was kind of warm. Yeah, it was a warm time. It was directly on our camping trip, actually. It was kind of crazy, too, because I bowl on Wednesday. And on the way to bowling, I was like, ooh, it looks like it's a little almost smoky. And I had heard about the fires like the day before, but I was like, I didn't really look into it. And then we went into bowling. And then I got there a little bit earlier before whoever else was on the team got there later. And they're like, oh my goodness, it's so smoky outside. I was like, what are they talking about? It's like a little bit smoky. Like, I guess they're being a little bit dramatic here, huh? And then I went outside after we were done. And yeah, it just looked like it was so foggy out. But it was smoke, of course. And I was like, great. Great. Jason Williams, good morning to you as well. 25-pound Bulgarian split squat. No joke with the 25-pounders. Yeah. And I reserved the right to do, maybe that might be a bit much, but I'm kind of thinking I usually would squat. You know, probably like 225 would be a normal squat for me, so I kind of figured it would be fine. I don't generally do split squats, so diadem, wah. I actually already have Griffins already, which is awesome, but yeah. Car days. Hello. How many 45 lifers got in your life total? I don't think I've ever actually found a 45 life skiller. I've found... Maybe I have. I'd have to go double check. I don't remember. I know I found like 42s, 44s. You know, I found a few different ones in the 40s. I have never... I don't know that I've ever found a 45 actually, though. I might have. See, I can't give you a definitive answer. Cannot recall. Ogre, gotta check it. Oh, D-Day, just stop by to hit the like button. Like a boss. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yami says, not the right spot. Thank you for your advice for not making Infinity. Yeah, I think that is great advice. I'll be honest. Finish my Enigma today. Ooh, nice. Congrats. Freaking Enigma. It's so goated to just play all the different characters. So sick. Essence, who cares? Where's my MF on this character at the moment? 300, not too shabby, I guess. Could make it a little better, but What is an Andaro's Visage and a 45 life refill? I'm not sure, Gold Magic Fund. I'm not sure what you mean by that. An Ethereal Andaro's Visage and a 45 Skiller. Two things I never found. I definitely have Andy's, but I've never... Yeah, that's one that... Speaking of... 45 life skill... Oh, 38 gold. I don't care. Throw it out. I don't do a lot of gold finding. Death Mask is not Andaro's Visage. What I meant is I have not gotten those. Yeah, I think the same thing. Now I think about it, I think I have gotten a 45 life skiller before, but it's not many. It is not many of them. It's like a couple at most. Hard to remember. Don Elf says, leave a like for this guy. Deserves it. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. We've got about 11 more minutes of this. We're going to jump back to our Summon Necro in the pits. I always want to take the best efficiency here to really get our rarest of Grail items during these opportunities. Then we're going to jump into the workout. Oh, geez. Anthrax, you're right. I just biffed that one. I forgot that Hell Warden's will can be a Death Mask now. Death Mask isn't only Blackhorn's face. Wah, wah. Good job, Phil. Yeah, that was a fail on my part for sure. That was a fail. Don't make the mistake Phil just made, everybody. Note this down. Always identify that. Yeah. Total biffed. Yeah, I deserve a like because I at least need that for my mistakes to make up for those. Found the first ever solo self-founded Zod the other day. Damon McIntosh. Congratulations. Should I wait for a Void base? Or just make Obsession? Boy, I'm not sure. There are some of those rune words, like you mentioned there, that can be good. I've honestly, like, never make those Zod rune words because Zods are so rare. And I play so much, like, solo, you self-found offline, you usually don't have a lot of Zods, and then I'm too afraid to use them once I get them, you know? So, I've only ever found 3 Zods in my whole life. Jeez, hard to say. I would say make the Void or wait for a good Void base. Obsession, in a lot of instances, and feel free to disagree with me if anyone feels like they want to. I feel like Obsession isn't really, like, better, and or maybe some people say it's better, but it's not much better than the other options for the Sorceress. Void, being a new rune word, kind of cool to have and use, I would wait to make that. Or, like, maybe wait for the perfect Obsession base, but like I said, it's hard for me to say because I had 2 Zods on offline single player, and I completed my Holy Grail, and I never used either one to make anything with, and then they're just gonna, I'm never gonna have used them, and they're just gonna delete themselves eventually, you know? They're just gonna fade away into the fabric of time, so... Any good finds so far? Not great, really. I mean, a Viper Magi, and probably... I do love the Executioner's Justice, just for how sick the name is, to be honest. S-tier name there, but... We're gonna knock this out, and then we're gonna go back to the Summon Necro and the workout I got planned, so... Normal or Nightmare Cow King for set? So... I mean, technically Nightmare, if you are only going to pick one of the pieces cannot drop in normal. It can only drop in hell. I don't remember them, so you'd have to look it up, or maybe someone knows it offhand. 2 of them you can find, the best place to find 2 of them is Nightmare, and then 1 of them, the best place to find it is normal. But you can find all of them in Nightmare, of course, but... So technically, if you want to min-max it, run Nightmare Cow King, and then when you get the 2, double check which ones it is. It can only drop from Nightmare, or which one you can find from normal, and then do that. So double check which, like that. So I don't have them memorized. Which is which. Ooh, little mirrored boots. Come on. Okay, demon skills. I don't remember which ones I already have. I may have demon already. I don't remember. We'll double check it though. We'll hang on to it. Race step's cool though. Race step is cool. Do I listen to the band Sweet Phil? Sweet Pill? Oh, Pill. No, I do not. Have not heard of that. No, 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 no. See, I have yet to find a low, says Serene Nature. Well, best of luck on that. It is annoying when there's one thing that you want and you can't get type of situation. Yeah, I do feel like low is kind of an uncommon one for me as well, for whatever reason. Sir is my rune for sure. I don't know why. They fall way more often than the runes that are like more common than it. Don't know why. Yeah, I mean, so speaking of Zod, I'm wondering how many lifetimes I'd need to even dream of completing a Chronicle. Yeah, well, it is tough. It is tough. It is tough for sure. I mean, the online one would be much easier. Of course, all you have to do is be in a game while somebody else finds it. The old Ogre Gauntlets, legendary. Phil, a Sir Magnet. I don't know that I like that nickname. I don't know that I like that one. Never seen those boots before, Arcade says. They are a newer one for Reign of the Warlock, so... They are a newer one that was added. Yes, Serene Nature. That's why I said I didn't like that one, because I could see how that could be confused. Oh, look at them all. Why not? Well, they're all kind of Garbo uniques anyways. What's this called? Maybe I didn't identify this one yet. I did, yeah, Hellrack. Hellrack was one of those ones that came out with the patch. Was it 111 or 112 or 110 or whatever it was? 109? I don't remember. When it came out, I was like, oh, it's like a burst, but it's like the higher level one. It's got to be way better. And it's got 2 sockets. Ah! And then you put it on and you're like, what am I going to do with this? Like, this thing stinks. Back to the burrs. TK says, pretty sure the video I watched earlier, you found the demon skilled version of those boots as well. Yeah, I think so as well. I believe so as well. KC, hello, number 2 of the day. KC was over watching, I streamed a fantasy football type of dealio earlier today over my fantasy football Phil channel. Wicked Ball, welcome in. Serene Nature, the more you watch Phil, the more the internet recommends you buying a top tier grill. Boy, yeah, the algorithm, if it like reads the transcripts of my streams, what we talk about, like what I'm talking about, it probably thinks this is like a cooking channel. Oh, 2 different statues at once from Mephisto. So you can get the different statues to drop. I don't know the exact number, but it's something like 20, like 19 out of 20 times it's the regular statue, but there's that one other time it could be the statue for either the boss below or above the one you're fighting. So that's awesome, getting a different statue. I think that's Diablo statue, right? To be honest though, like that's cool. Statue's probably dropping a little bit too much. I guess that was looked like that was the real statue. So I had heard it was a bug. I don't know if that was ever confirmed or not, that they drop so often, but I think it was a bug that they might be fixing for next season, but I really have no idea for sure. But hopefully they do turn the statues down somewhat. We've got 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to start working out here. It's weird, like I stream all the time, the ridiculous things I say and do. I don't know why, I'm a little bit nervous to do this on stream like this, but you know what, I think it's gonna be good for me, you know? Like streaming the number of times I have, which I actually looked it up. You can actually go into AI and ask like how many videos did this person make on YouTube and stuff like that. Because YouTube's when you look it up on YouTube, it almost like glitches because I've made so many videos. I've streamed over 1,100 times on this channel, not counting the other channels. And I've made like, and then when I say make videos, it's not like shorts. I'm talking like regular edited videos. Over 1,600 videos on my channel. I've made several hundred of them like private or whatever because they were like, let's say I made a video like before the changes in D2R, and then they changed a bunch of things, and now I have to redo the build guide. I like a lot of them I privated the old build guide. So sometimes I've had like the LOD build guide. I've got the D2R build guide when they changed things. They changed things and added new runeward and stuff. I had to make the build guide again, you know. And now in Reign of the Warlock, they added new items, so I got to do it again, you know, like. So I like private all the old ones because they're not like accurate anymore. Oh, it just changed, didn't it? Oh well, we're already here. Maybe we'll get a Choco or something cool. Or rare Ogrex. Come on. Oh, no. Well, I would like some crazy throwing items or something. Serene Nature. I don't. Is that really interesting name to choose for some seasoning there? We're gonna want all of this over there. We weren't using any of the monarchs, so really it's just this, just the charms sending over. So I gotta see Dr. Finkelstein. Let's go. I believe it's a real seasoning. Yeah, they really got some interesting seasonings out there. There was one that I put on chicken before that I had. It was what was it called? It was called Slap Your Mama or something like that. Slap Your Mama. Oh, I need the call to arms. That's pretty good, I guess. Pumping iron, let's go. Yeah, I'm just about to get going on the workout. I have an adjustable dumbbell that goes up to 25 pounds, so we're gonna make do with it between body weight, whatever, and that. Pumping iron may be a little bit of an exaggeration. I didn't know how to word it, you know, so there we are. So I'll switch it over. I got this. We got, if we're gonna be doing the push-ups or whatever, or I can just go, and that's my printer cam usually. Wait, why is it like this? That is not just doing here. I'm not sure why this was there. But then if I'm like ripping curls, I wasn't sure. And we can just do reverse flies over here too. That'd be fine. That'd be fine. So now we got to come up with the game plan. I'm gonna write down the order here. Then get going here. We're gonna go. Forgot to do that. One thing I need to get going on, something I could do. We'll just start with just push up is basic. Push up, curl. We'll go split squat. We'll see if the 25 pounds in each hand is too much for a split squat or not. I don't generally do split squats, but it's what we got for the moment. Reverse fly. And we'll rip a sit up in there. I'm just gonna do like 10 of each probably. Split squat, so you're gonna have to do 10 and 10, you know, so. Sit up. Anything, what's another one that's like, you guys think, while I do this first run here, what do you guys think is an absolute non-negotiable I should add in there? We got here, a little back. I'm not gonna get perfect. I feel like I don't have enough to really do a, what do you call it? Like a flat type of situation here, but I could just do a bent over lat. What is it? What do you even call that? The exercise for the lat where you just pull it up. I don't remember. I'm trying to think of another, not like a cardio one necessarily. 5 push-ups for every load. No, I'm gonna do a rotation, so I'll do like 10 push-ups, 10 curls, 10 split squats, 10 reverse fly, 10 sit-up, start over. But I kind of feel like I want one more thing, but I can't think off the top of my head of what. Another similar type. Oh boy, now I gotta remember how to play too. Never mind, coming right back to me. Tricep extension. Something tricep wise was kind of my thought too. The only thing is I don't know something about mechanically of how I do push-ups. I always get a lot of tricep on him. Like my triceps are ripped already from, not ripped, but I mean they get destroyed from just doing like bench and push-ups as well. So a regular fly. So a regular fly I feel like is impossible, you know, to get the fly in the front. I'd have to like lay on my back, which I don't, you know, it would be interesting right now. I guess I could put down a little pad thing and figure it out. Maybe I'll just go with the 5. And then I'll just do 10, 10, 10, 10. Because the number of runs I'm going to do in a day for over the course of the next few hours, like, I don't know how many I'm really, you know, I'm going to do like 100 of each or something, you know. I'm not sure exactly where I would be falling. Oh, that's what I was thinking about, doing like a pike push-up or something. But pike push-ups look real squirrely, and I don't know if I want to do that. Not sure. Boy, I remember back during like COVID, I was ripping handstand push-ups. Not like a bazillion, but I could almost do like 10 of them. Ooh, which I mean, kind of impressive. Considering I was probably never lighter than 215 doing handstand push-ups. It's pretty impressive. $15 stream streak. Schwa, yo, appreciate you. Legendary. $100 RK runs you're going for, SOJ? Nice. Yeah, it can be kind of hit or miss. Full clears of Arcane are no joke for how long amount of time that takes, so. But that's why I always recommend people running lower Kuras. Always. Because it's so much more consistent. Like, you can run Arcane and do... Like, I did one Arcane run before and found, like, 3, like, high and mid runes. I found, like, an Ohm, a Vex, and, like, an Ist. And then I've done, like you said, 100, and I've gotten, like, 1 Ist and, like, 2 Ums, and that's it. So, just the RNG of it, right? Got a pull-up bar? I do, but it's, like, way over there. And I can't really do that. Pull-ups, I don't know if this is embarrassing or not, but I mean, honestly, nowadays pull-ups are like a mega struggle for me. I can barely bust out a few pull-ups, so. Now that I'm like 235, and I'm almost 40 now, so kind of need to, probably should stay more in shape, but yeah. 7-minute mile. Yeah, running, I've never been a runner. 7-minute mile, oof, probably never been in the cards for me. To be honest, I might be able to do that, or I might have been able to do that at one time for a mile. Probably never 2 miles. Actually, I'm pretty confident. Actually, at some point I could probably do that for 1 mile. But running a second mile without having to like stop or like walk and do it much slower, probably not happening. Underhand, yeah, the underhand pull-ups I can rip, but then it's all bicep, and then that's like, I don't know, I feel like cheating. I only like doing the wide grip pull-ups because then it doesn't seem like cheating, you know? When I do it this way, my biceps just get super tired. Lats and stuff on the back feel nothing. Just nothing. Oh, did I misunderstand there? Oh, 7 minutes per run. I thought you meant run, and then I kind of like... Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, so we're gonna jump over. Which one did I have it on? We're not gonna take. I'll start going quicker once we get into it. We're gonna jump into the push-ups here first, huh? I do them like on the dumbbells. You see how they got this spot right here? It'll sit flat on there, and that way it gives me like a bar to like grip onto. So I'm just gonna do them like that pretty much. Get going. Actually felt great. That was a little bit narrower grip. Like the dumbbells were just narrower, and I was like, they're kind of narrow, but I'm just gonna go with it. But it actually felt pretty good. I wasn't sure about them being so narrow like that. Bill's got legs. It is true. Little known fact. Yeah, and that's, you can kind of see where I'm streaming now too. This is my carpet. This cheapo carpet that my mom got from who knows where when I moved to the house. She's like, I got this cheap carpet just like wrapped up with, they were like $5 a piece. So you want them? I got 4 of them. Use them in your basement or throw them in the garbage. I don't care. And I was like, okay, I guess. And I used like 2 of them. Oh, I didn't stop at the cube, did I? Yeah, it's completely full. Typical fail maneuver. Gotta wait for them fly over. That's what, yeah, I missed what you were talking about. Do forgive me. Gotta wait for them flyovers. Oh, the Arcane Sanctuary. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Arcane Sanctuary. Now I got it. Give me 1 second. My nose is all itchy. Oh man, you know what? I know exactly why it's itchy now. Old man problems. You're all old men. You'll completely understand. So obviously, I shaved my head, trimmed up my beard and everything. I forgot to trim my nose hairs. Devastating. Struggle's real, am I right? Sorry, getting a little behind here. Trying to read both chats here. I did get behind on the Twitch one. Do forgive me. Found it first. Sunder Charm and Facet. Nice. Garage. Congrats on that one. Do forgive me for taking a while to get to that. Forever. Allergic? Yeah, I'm allergic to exercising, G-Stacks. Exactly. Those arms, Phil? I do got, it is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a bragger type. My biceps are abnormally large relative to the size of the rest of my muscles. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay, not too bad. Not super great either with max stamina, but FCR, so baby strength, energy, mana after kill. It's okay, I'm not, nothing to really note. It's like a okay temp. Not bad, not great. Some of my friends used to always joke, just joke about because my biceps are just. If the more I work out, my biceps get even more huge, and then compared to the rest of my muscles. So I used to work out more often, and yeah, it was even crazier. Just got my 100% set items. Nice. Congrats on that one, Les. I do want to find a sick Bullrog Blade, cruel Bullrog Blade of Evisceration. Ever get tired of playing D2? Playing the game, not really. There are times, like, I don't know if you noticed, I've been making less videos lately. Sometimes making videos can kind of get there for me, I'm gonna be honest. Where I'm just like, I really don't feel like making a video right now. I don't feel like recording. Making a video is much more difficult for me nowadays. Playing the game, I'd much rather be doing this, to be honest. Much. Like, that might be obvious, I guess, but... I mentioned this a second ago, Uncle Dude. I looked it up just because I decided to look it up. I've made over 1,600 Diablo 2 videos on this channel now. That's not even counting my video editing channel, which I have over 100 on. My fantasy football channel that I have some videos on. My podcast I tried doing that were like multiple hour-long videos that I wouldn't edit a ton, but a little bit. Yeah. Oh, where was I? Curls. Wait, what? Oh. Oh. I keep doing it wrong. Do 10 of them right now, I guess. Just the same time, on the same side. Yeah, 10 doesn't... I don't know about 10. Those are only 25s too, so it's nothing crazy. I think what I need to do is do these runs faster. It's too long between each set. Feels awkward. Ooh, Grand Charm, don't want to miss that. Didn't feel too bad though. I guess I'm getting weaker. Even though I'm weaker, we still got a Warlock skiller. Ooh, demon skills. Like, see that? Yeah. And then we could also check these gloves real quick. Ethereal, don't roll good, please. Okay, good. Good. Golem is an insight. Yeah, Barrage. Yeah. I always think maybe ID in these books if one could roll crazy, and then they never do though, right? Heart, what's going on? Welcome in. Need more density to stop. Fort Rune was not a gnome. Was not a gnome. What do you guys think? I almost want to do the full circuit between runs, because it doesn't really seem like, and there's only 5 of them, so kind of seems like a long time between sets. I guess that's how a normal bro at the gym is, right? 3 minutes between sets, so kind of excited. Bro lifting. Ooh. Probably more than 3 actually. 15 minutes between each set. 220. Eldraine, I probably need more of those, though. Maybe we'll just do the one, and it'll incentivize me to try to do the runs faster. Ooh, the tough one next is split squat. We'll go like this. This is going to be too much. 25 in each hand. Is this going to be too much for me? No way. Maybe a little bit. That actually, when you get towards the 10, starts feeling tougher. Yeah, this is going to be painful on the legs, I think. That's good, though. 1. Oop, lost my balance almost. 2. 4. 5. Ah! Apparently I have way less balance in my right leg. 6. 7. 9. Oh boy. 25 in each hand. On split squat is going to be tough. I might have to just go 25 opposite hand. To be perfectly honest. Weak fill. That one actually got me breathing a little bit there. Whew. Very glad I got the fan on now. Boom. OG Bowman. Welcome in. Hello. Agitator. What is up? Boy. Yeah, I did not suspect regular squats way easier than split squat. So that's good though. I need to honestly I don't think I can squat or deadlift anymore, to be honest, because I've hurt my back too many times now. I just have to call it quits pretty much on doing squats and deadlifts. So I'm gonna have to do ones that get you a good workout but is less overall weight loaded on your spine, so obviously a good option. Advice: if it's better to farm LK, get a Heart of the Oak, or better to farm Nightmare like Terror Zones, I would never personally farm Nightmare Terror Zones. I would, if you're on single player, 100% I would do Lower Kurust. Probably the fastest, most consistent way, honestly, if you specifically want to get, you said Heart of the Oak and Enigma, so yeah, definitely Lower Kurust I'd recommend. So, other people disagree with me, but if you're asking my opinion, that's what I say. Max bench. So max weights nowadays is I don't really do maxes anymore, really. If I would say probably like 8 years ago, I got up to the most I could bench, and it wasn't that high of a number. It was probably like 25. It was probably like 265 or something, so nothing crazy. Bench has always been not that great for me for some reason. I don't think I've ever really been able to get the proper form on it, which is kind of like, how hard could it be, Phil, you know? But I don't know, it just seems like I should always have been able to bench more than I can, so I don't know. Squats, I've been over like almost a 400 before, like 3. Well, no, not that. I don't want to You'll go on a number way too high there. Probably like 365 on like squats. Deadlifting up obviously over like 400 something. I don't remember exactly what, but that was probably about 8 years ago. Nowadays, if I could bench 225, I'd be happy nowadays. But I haven't done it in a while because I'm mainly about injury avoidance at this point. To be straight up. So I said reverse flies, huh? I'm gonna have to definitely lower that weight. I'm gonna have to definitely lower that weight. 25 on a reverse fly is like, oh, I mean, maybe. We'll power through one set here. We'll be fine. You can kind of see me. Yeah, that's more of a 20-pound exercise for me, I'll be honest. I kind of had to swing those a little bit, which is, for the first set, probably not a good idea. Whew. But yeah. See, Gold Magic finds it. LK gives you a low and a Vex. It's legit. Yeah, I mean, you can find anything up to Burr there, so from the super chest. Super, super, super cool. Another Eldaroon legendary. I mean, how many Eldaroons do I really need, right? That's it. Come on. Yeah, cows I'm never too big on for getting runes, though, personally. I know they actually have a little bit of a higher rune drop chance, supposedly, over normal monsters, but under less than what the Ghost's elevated rune drop chance is, but I just never have luck out there, really. Just, personally, how it goes for me, I guess. Hell, Countess can drop low, technically, but you're not going to find it from there because that's like the rune drop table from an individual monster. It's incredibly unlikely. I know it can be done, and obviously somebody's found everything. If anything can drop from a monster, somebody has found it, but you're never going to... Running Countess to get a low rune is not a good choice. Ist and under is what you want to do from the Countess. But what I was going to say for Vex, you may actually be, I can't say for sure, but running the Countess may be the most consistent, fastest way to get a Vex rune in the game. Just cubing the runes up to Vex. Just because the Countess is so consistent on her rune drops. The Garage is the highest you're getting from Countess is Lemp. Yeah, you can get up to Ist, but yeah, Ist is like 1 in 125 runs-ish. Also, do the Countess on players 1, anyone who didn't know that. If you are specifically wanting the runes, which that's why you run the Countess, right? But obviously you could do 500 Countess runs and not get a single Ist, so... What? Well, we'll check it. Yeah, with this... I mean, it's not the best base either or anything, but who knows? Double check around real quick because I was half paying attention. Dip out. Why players 1 on Countess? So, Shawarma. So, because she originally had a normal monster drop table, and then they added in the guaranteed rune drop. If you have higher players counts, the Countess will drop more items, which the items from the item drop table can actually override the 2 possible guaranteed rune drops you can get. So then, like, a lot of times you'll only get 1 rune instead of getting 2 on a higher players count. Because technically she can drop up to 6 items, but she'll roll as dropping 7 sometimes. And then one of the items from this like drop table over here can override a rune to make it 6. You know what I mean? Yeah. If that makes sense. Seal popping greater than cows for runes? Good old seal popping, huh? Yeah, I guess there is that. I kind of forget about seal popping because it's so boring. It makes LK seem exciting. In my opinion, of course. Oh, and then you still have to be like kind of a powerful character because you got to take out the seal bosses and stuff. And you can't get like really any magic items, or set or uniques aren't really a thing for that. You can get them, of course, but because it always is on 0 magic find. But I just kind of forget about it. Oh, sit-ups. I didn't think about that one too because my tailbone always hurts. I need a pillow. There we go. I have a little airplane pillow for my tailbone. I don't know, sit-ups are easy enough. Maybe I should do more than... We'll just do 10. Because we are going to end up doing a bunch of them, I guess. So. Need the yoga mat down there? Yeah. I mean, I guess I do have like standing mats that I had bought for like standing here at the standing desk I could use. I guess that would probably be a better option, actually. Show off? No, I won't go that far. 10 sit-ups, oh god. I wouldn't consider that showing off. I am gonna do what you said there, though. Because also, standing on the standing mat may be better for my feet. Boy, is it bad that I'm already tired? Yeah, honestly, I might have to drop down that blitz squat to a lower, the 25 in each hand. Yeah, jeez, that should not be too much, but my legs are already feeling a little tiny bit just from that because I'm so old. I haven't been to the gym much lately after I hurt my back semi-recently. Andy better than Meph for chance of a Shaco. I believe that is true, but I don't know for sure. It's also, and if you're, I think you were asking questions about single player earlier, so I assume I guess I could just say it for single player. It'll depend on build and like what your map is. Like if you have the Mephisto map that I have right now, Mephisto is going to be the better option, but if you have a reasonably good Andy map and maybe you, depending on your characters, this or that or whatever, Andy could be better. So either one is a great choice though, and Andy can drop more different things. So if you also want a chance to drop some other things, you know, like Arachnis Mesh, I think Andy can drop in Darl's Visage, some stuff like that, yeah. Amazon and a Cold Sork. So Cold Sork you could do either or. So it's just going to come down to like how good your map is and personal preference, really, I think. And like if you want more things. Or just the Shaco. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, doing them off to the side or whatever, yeah. With the 25-pounder on one side or whatever. Not really thinking too hard about it, but yeah, what you said there, I guess technically. I'm not generally a min-maxer on lifting, so it's more about doing than min-maxing, unless you're like a pro. I think sometimes people get caught up in the weeds of things. It's more important to do than to not do. But yeah. Jason said he got 2 Shakos. Both were from a Wrecking Issue. Nice. What a Wrecking Issue. Sorzek said you find a bunch of Shakos running the Countess. Definitely can happen. I believe I've found at least 1 or 2 that way. It always depends, like, if you take out a ton of champion packs on the way to the Countess, you will find a lot of stuff that way. If you run Andy a lot, you will find a lot of stuff that way. So it kind of comes down to what you run the most, to where you'll find things more often. So point to doing pits instead of chaos on Fist of the Heavens. Pits is easier. I mean, as for point, personal preference is a reason. There's like little reasons like that, but I mean, that's like, you know, just whatever you want to do, I guess. So, but there is a good point to doing push-ups. We'll just hit 10 of them real quick. I mean, I could just skip the split squat. Maybe I'll do that. I just won't do the split squat, and I'll just do, not bodyweight squats, but just like a regular squat with the dumbbells. Because usually if I was doing regular squats, I wouldn't be doing like 70 or 100 of them, you know? So maybe like 70 to 100 squats that are just like body weight, but with an extra 50 pounds would be good. Instead of doing like 8 to 10 warm-ups with like 135 and then doing like 5 or 6 185s and then 5 or 6, or like 3 to 5 225s, you know? Something, you get what I'm saying. Galback, yo! What's going on? Trying to get nice and fit for you, babe. Galback's my wife, by the way. FYI, anyone who does not know. Elaroon? Good thing about streaming, you can do whatever you want to. So you got hella Fire Sundays. You got 5 of them now? Gotcha. So yeah, I think Fire and Coal are the most common from Heralds. So you might be, if you're running Heralds a lot, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But where am I at here? Corpse Explosion is maxed out. This is maxed out. We got 2 points. Where am I going to put them? Bone Armor? The synergy for Bone Armor? Bone Wall? Because I think, oh no, it bumps up 15 no matter what. But that just makes it cost more, so that's kind of pointless. Or I could go Summon Res. A little behind me here, but either Summon Res for the Golem? His life doesn't go up here. He would have, oh, he just gets more defense. Higher defense or Summon Res going up. Oh, never mind. Another point into Summon Res does nothing. I just realized that. It goes from 65 to 65. It probably needs 2 or 3 points to go up. What do you guys think? Jim Tan Diablo 2. Do I got a little tan going? I was outside multiple days in a row. Cajoled said, found your poison Sunday. Now you can play your poison Necro. Congrats on that. It's always nice when you find exactly what you want. Wind Bear Druid thoughts. Wind Bear Druid. Ooh, there was a unique Grand Charm right there that I totally did see. And I'm going to go pick it up totally in just a second here. It must be... Which one's it going to be? Gajeeds or not? Oh, a Sunder Charm off of a random regular monster. This is, I think, the first Sunder Charm I have found off of a standard regular monster, actually. Crazy. 74 poison. All right. We'll go ahead and make that latent or whatever here right after this run. That's sick. See how it goes. Golden Magic Find says Corpse Explosion for the next points. So Corpse Explosion is already maxed out, so I can't put any points into that one. I think it's just going to be the... I think at this point in the build, it's the choice is like Bone Wall or whatever to get the synergy for Bone Armor. I think that's the last thing left for this Summon Necro, really. I think that's the next option here. Or actually, maybe I'll put one into Bone Wall and Bone Prison, because Bone Prison is actually more useful in my opinion, but not that it matters much. I probably won't ever use either one, but couple people agreeing with the Bone Wall situation, so kind of what I was thinking. Where are we at? Curls. Do you like curls? Curls? What's the saying? Curls for the girls? Because ladies love the biceps, am I right? Right, Galback? Enhance entropy. What's the Iron Golem? Insight. Insight. Get that meditation aura. I actually think I have an insight on both, but that's just because I would use Infinity right now. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Mania for the Fanaticism. Just get him attacking super fast and stuff. Let's go ahead and do this first. So I got to get this in the shared stash real quick. And let's look up... Cube recipe for latent festering. Oh, rotten. Okay, I spelled that all super wrong. Hopefully it gets the picture. There's so many spelling mistakes in there. My God. Oh. Emerald, Co, and a Western. Emerald, Co, and a Western. So I did just find a Co as well. So, Co, where you at? Co, there you are. Co, Western, and an Emerald. Come on, buddy. Cool looking graphic. Gonna be perfect. Minus poison, not the highest. It is Magic Find and minus poison, so that's what I want. 52 to life is pretty sick. I forget what the minus goes up to, but it's not the worst. You got the right things, but none of them are perfect. But hey, there you go. Is that the first poison one I got? Might be. It might be. Oh no, obviously it's not. First minus though. This one's plus and gold find. This one's minus and yeah, so it's pretty much better. This is plus in its mana and its gold find. And this is minus life and magic find, so that's sick. That's sick. Cave Dweller said he stopped lifting in 2005, started again in 12, stopped again in 12. Gallbladder was infected. Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's always good to get back and do anything. It's tough to go back though after you stop for a long time. And you just gotta like start way down here and you just gotta go, you know what? I can't do a lot. So what we're doing right now is we're ripping some curls. That's the point of my workout that I'm at. Just some hammers. Go more over like this. Supinated, I think, right? For hammer curls, that's definitely not enough weight. But boy, my wrist is from bowling and stuff. Ooh, doing that the regular. I don't remember the name of that particular one, but supinated with your palm up. Tough one. On the wrist there. What is your... Oh, I already answered that one. See, best me played Necro a few days. I have many more summons, but not the same damage. So yeah, Summon Necro comes down to a lot of plus skills. Really, what we're doing, the summons are doing almost nothing, to be honest. Technically, I'm a summon Necro because I get the summons. The corpse explosion right there, this is amp damage. I'm casting on everything. Increases the physical damage. So my mercenary will kill monsters faster. The monsters go down, corpse explode. Boom, 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 and everything blows up. These guys are pretty much... These are revives. They're pretty much just meat shields. They do some damage for sure, the way I got it built right here. This is not a perfectly min-maxed one by any means. I forgot I need to check for 4-socket pole arms in case I run out. So yeah. You 1-point Iron Golem with an insight usually. Max out Golem Mastery for survivability. Oh, you know what? I haven't even been using skeletons, have I? I'm a dum-dum. This entire time I have not been using skeletons at all. That kind of shows you how little these summons really are doing for my build, to be perfectly honest. I've only been using revives, when really, usually I do all skeletons, because skeletons will last forever. Boy, I feel like a dum-dum now. I was just like completely forgetting what my build was. But in the pits is so easy, realistically, that it's not even a huge deal. But I got revives and skeletons. I do usually have a lot more. Now it makes more sense what you were saying there for more summons. Didn't really click in my head. But realistically, the amp damage in the corpse explosion is 95% of your damage. Unless later you're going with the like Max Thorns versions and stuff. Bowling hella on the joints for sure. Yeah, in general, I need to, honestly, I need to give it like 3 months of just like don't bowl for like 3 months to let my wrist heal. But man, I don't want to do that because then I'm going to get worse at bowling again after I'm finally like pretty good. Because it's usually fine, but every once in a while, every 30 throws-ish or something like that, I'll just throw one wrong and I'm like, ah, my wrist, oh my god. But yeah. J-Rock says you're usually a VOD watcher, rarely get to watch the live streams. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you got to catch one here. Welcome in. Appreciate you. We love them VOD watchers around here as well. Realistically, I guess you're watching over there on Twitch, but if you watch the VODs on YouTube are probably the one technically, not that it matters. Watch whenever you want to and can. I probably make more money from each time somebody watches the YouTube VOD afterwards rather than honestly the live stream, but because I don't put ads during the live streams, kind of hoping that people appreciate that and will support the channel in other ways. If I don't run ads on the YouTube, Twitch, you essentially have to run ads. It's really tough to explain why, but you essentially have to run ads all the time on Twitch, or unless you just demonetize your channel. But yeah, the ad revenue on VODs is where it's at. So I'm just gonna do body weight squats. I know it's kind of coward's way out here, but body weight squats with these weights here is what I'm gonna do here. So nothing crazy. Huh. I don't know. I've never really done this before. With I guess we'll do a narrower stance. I guess I'll have to. I usually, when I do squats, I usually have my feet a little bit wider than my shoulders, like this, when I do squats. But then it feels awkward. I have to hold them out to the side. I'll have to go narrower here. Feels real awkward. Yeah, I think that's fine though. Just doing 10 quick is almost like... I think it's alright. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Boy, is it bad I'm getting tired after just doing like hardly any of this? It's rough. Coming up too fast, you say, huh? Eh, maybe. That's the thing, though. It's like that way. It's almost like such a lightweight that it feels like. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Forget them. Still getting swole. I wouldn't go that. More like trying not to get fat. Trying to unfat myself. I am 235, so can I get a corpse here? Thanks. Getting old is true. There's no doubt about that. Oh, sorry about the fanaticism. Yeah, I kind of got distracted or whatever. So, I'm using Mania as my weapon for my Merc. And that gives the fanaticism. I'm using Mania, Bulwark, and Hysteria. Which these used to be the ones that were Hustle. They switched them to that. How tall are you? 6'3". 6'3", 235. See, back when I was a little bit younger, right around 30. That was probably some of the best shape I was ever in, to be honest. I got down to 206 at one point, and that's when I was like setting my PRs for like the most I could ever bench and squat, and I could do like I could do double-digit pull-ups at that weight, which is pretty sick and stuff. But yeah, not today. Feel taller than Chris Paul and Steve Nash. Well, I mean, yeah, feel taller than Muggsy Bogues. No, it's always crazy to me when like the point guards are taller than I am, you know, in the NBA. When like Steph Curry's like 6'5" or something, you're like, oh, jeez, crazy. They said he's 6'3", 260. Yeah, you know, is what it is. Maybe you're super ripped, or you know, I don't know. Everyone's I'm not in perfect shape. I'm known to judge. Better to try and farm torches or farm runes. Better to. I'm assuming you mean general ladder value, like quickness of getting it. I mean, if you're talking high runes, probably not. Like honestly, the most consistent, easiest way to get value to trade stuff on ladder is running the Countess, getting the keys and trading the keys, getting the runes and trading spirit sets, Telthal or Am with a Hell rune for people trying to roll 35 FCR spirits. You'll also get ists and ums and lems and stuff that people will trade a little bit for anyways. You could even get lucky and have something else pop off, an SOJ or something like that along the way too. So running the Countess is the best way to get a value online, in my opinion, for the most consistent and easiest. Anybody can run the Countess, you know? So farming torches can be, you know, it's an honest living, right? If you set a character up to do it, a budget smiter, it's not too tough. Just at 6 on Ethereal Etnax, whatever. I feel like can be a good base for certain things, but I would only, and for ethereal, I don't know, what does it get a max of 5 sockets? I don't remember. I don't know. What do you guys think about that base? Let me know in the comments. They said you've been working out for 20 years. Ooh, then you're jacked probably. Yeah, avoiding putting on weight is more about food. I mean, it can be, but do you want to starve and be in pain all the time, or do you want to work out more? You know, that's what you got to choose, I guess. You know. I feel like I'm gonna live normal and then do a little bit, try to do better on the diet, and also work out too. Because working out, you do want to work out and not just like lift weights, but like cardio too, to keep your heart pumping and strong. So this isn't so much heart pumping and strong right now, but split squat, reverse flies. Ooh. So reverse flies, I kind of need to drop some of a couple of the weights off here. Let's see how I do this. I didn't bring the little set things over here, so I had the plates that was dropped on the ground. But anyways, reverse flies, it should be 20s, I think, so. Feels better, yeah. Yeah, one of my, you know, everyone's got injuries at my age, played sports and stuff. I got kind of a wing scapula a little bit. So one of my shoulder blades doesn't quite move in a great feeling. I have to really concentrate on trying to get it to move right. Yeah, Jay Jones, I did the 25s one time, but I was really swinging it with not great form. I took off 5 on each side. 25s is too much for me on doing reverse flies. Too much for the Fieldmeister. That's a really dumb thing to say. Forget I said that, by the way. That was really lame. Really cringe. Actually, it's almost cringe nowadays to say cringe, isn't it? Archon staff. Oh no, it's full. Oh yeah. Did anyone say anything about this? Nope, I'm gonna throw it out. No good. Shawarma, you're on single player, huh? On single player, you kind of have to do everything at some time, so I wouldn't really choose between the two, I guess. So I've never seen you farming one of the best spots in the game. So Human Stain, you've never seen me farm the pits, or are you saying I'm farming the pits right now and you still have not seen me farm one of the best places in the game? Like, are you talking about the swampy pits or something, or? What's going on, Zora? Yo! Jack said you were 320 at one time? Ooh. Lost a bunch of weight. Congrats on that. Down to 205 is sounds pretty solid a number for you to be at, I think. I'm no doctor here, but level 3 of the maggot layer is an 85 area, isn't it? Ooh. The Stony Tombs, you say? Yeah, Stony Tombs is good. Love the Stony Tombs. Do Stony Tombs all the time. Fire builds, absolutely wreck there. Some cold ones too. I do Stony Tombs. Those are probably the two places I farm the most are probably the Stony Tombs and the maggot. No, I'm joking. Stony Tombs and the pits probably, because they're both just so easy. I'm not sure on the numbers on that for technically, like, it's going to be build dependent and also just personal preference dependent, but which one's actually more efficient. I guess you can roll a really sick map right outside of town for the Stony Tombs. But yeah, so the pits can have on this first level, you can have, is it up to 8 champs? And then on the lower level, you can have another up to 4, but usually it's like, I think it's something like 19 out of 20 times. The max is 3, but one time out of 20, you can get a random map that can get 4 champs on the bottom. Or like, you know, unique monsters. So you can get up to 12 uniques in one run before you have to save and exit. And the Stony Tombs, I think, is less than that. I think it's only like 8 max. I'm not sure on that exact number there, though. I'd need to double look her up for sure. So for Act 2, you either got to run across town or you come in, and then you got to go to Act 1 and then run over to the waypoint to get out to where the waypoint is to save you some time between the save and loads. The pits, of course, you have to go to the inner cloister and go out, so a little bit map dependent, a little bit build dependent, a little bit personal preference. But yeah, I do love the Stony Tombs for sure. Maggot layer, but with pure summons. Sadistic. Yeah, I'm definitely joking about the maggot layer part. Not gonna do that. Nope, nope, nope. Mausoleum, your goat? Mausoleum's so spread out. The monsters are so, like, undense. Every pack is like 2 to 3 monsters. I've done it before for the lulz, for the funsies, but not really. Not my fave by any means. Found some jaws and burrs there, you say. Yeah, congrats on that. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. But yeah, you're going to find stuff where you farm monsters all the time. So if you do Stony Tombs all the time, logic would dictate, you know, so. But yeah, like I said, great. It's probably the second most place I farm, if not tied for the first, so. Mausoleum good on a fresh start. Yeah, maybe right off the bat. The Mausoleum just so spread out. They are slow and weak though, I guess, right? But I don't know. I tried doing the Mausoleum. How recently? I don't remember how recently, but oh, sit-ups. Okay. Fine. Kind of almost didn't want to do sit-ups here, but boring. Yeah, I just dropped the plates off. I forgot to bring over the there's a thing that it sets into, and then the plates stand up, and I can set the weight right back into it. I don't even think when I'm doing those sit-ups, you guys can probably see right on my shorts, can't you? Congratulations. I should save those clips for the OnlyFills page. All right. Got them set up again with the weights back on there. All right. Boy, I haven't worked out in so long. Feels depressing, I'm gonna be honest. I've only cycled through that thing twice so far. Rough. Oh well. Rough. 1.0 through hell. I mean, I don't have a plan on that, but I would do it again. To be honest, the times I streamed that original version of D2, technically I didn't do 1.0, but I mean, I kind of claimed it as 1.0. I did, it was technically the 1.03 version, because, you know, the 1.0 was like almost literally busted. And I did it with a barbarian. Even the 1.03, the barbarian has several bugs with it that makes it almost essentially impossible to beat the game. Even in the 1.03 version, which the 1.03 version of the game came out like 2 to 3 months after the game released, and it fixed many of the game-breaking bugs, you know? Yeah. But yeah, some of those, like, the streams I did when I was on vacation one day and my wife's laptop, like my laptop that we have, couldn't run D2R. So I played the oldest version of you know, D2 that I had. It's the original disc that I had. That's a 1.03 version. They're like my best performing streams of all time. So I might do it again here at some point. I mean, if people like seeing it, it was kind of fun. And then I could play a different character, like the sorceress or something, so. Antrax saying it seems like Fireball would be great for the maggot layer. Yeah, the only thing is the maggot layer, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, only the bottom level is an 85 area. So that's the downside, you know. Yeah. Human Stain said you're half a bar from 99 only doing Stony Tombs. Well, congrats on that, you know. You sound like a Stony Tomb enjoyer, and yeah, it is a good area. No doubt. Have I started a new Grail? So for Reign of the Warlock, Shawarma, I did start a new Grail. Yeah, I finished my Holy Grail before Reign of the Warlock came out, like a month or two before it was announced, actually. And then when Reign of the Warlock came out, I was like, man, they added new items in. Should I start a new Grail or finish the old one? And then it was overwhelmingly, everyone's like, start a new one. So it's like, okay. Rollchester saying, TZ Talrash's tomb has been great for you. Well, yeah, for sure. TZ Tal Tombs is sick for sure. Is sick for sure, yeah. No doubt there. Barb is stupid, Whirlwind broken, and Iron Maiden rip. Yeah, Templar. That's where I ended up getting crushed. I think I ended up stopping at like Nightmare. Was it Nightmare Chaos, like you said? Because if you're whirlwinding, and then you just like, no, stop, and you're just like, die. But if you die while whirlwinding, boom, you drop dead, and then you stand up naked with no gear on, and you can't move off your dead body. You just have to save and exit. You can't pop a portal and go through it. It won't let you or anything. You're just glitch locked there, and you got to save and exit. And then the Iron Maiden's constantly killing you, and it's, yeah, just crazy. So I might try it with a different character, maybe. I don't know. Last item for your first Grail. You can probably guess what it was. Tyrell's Might. Back to push-ups. I found, and this is the crazy part, it took me, and I don't play a crazy ton. I play quite a bit as a streamer, but some people play like 9 hours a day and stuff. I play Monday, Wednesday, Friday when I'm streaming, and that's about all I usually play. So it's like 12 to 15 hours a week. It took me 2 years to find every item in the game except Tyrell's Might. So I had just Tyrell's Might left, and it took me 2.5 years more after that. So 4.5 years to find Tyrell's Might. That's some bad luck. I found Tyrell's Might to finish that Grail, and then I found another Tyrell's Might like a month later. Yeah, true story. To the push-ups. That just crazy bad luck. Crazy bad luck, right? All right. Wire right in my face too. One of the wires going to a light that I have behind me. That's you kind of get a look at where I'm working too. Boy, I don't even know why. Those push-ups are feeling great. Just literally just feels great to do. Don't even know it. I know how to explain it. Forgot the sparkly chest. Oh no. This is true. Sometimes I forget it. And I never bring keys because I'm lazy, so. Two materials in 15 minutes. I do remember that. I should make a little short of me like reacting to that or like doing something. Because literally he's like, or maybe I did. I don't even remember which shorts I've made already and which ones I haven't now. But when he found the second one, oh my gosh, I don't even want to laugh at it, but he's like, oh my god. This is my imitation of Llama when he found it. He's like, oh my god, Phil, Phil. And I'm just like, oh my god. He's just cracking up like he couldn't even say my name, but he like, you know, he was like half saying it. Oh my god, that was so crazy. Because at that time I was like 2 years into only needing a Tyrell's Might. Red Elf says, Phil, knack for making you smile, huh? Well, appreciate you. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Human Stain says, how is that RNG fair? It's not. That's why it's great. That's why it's great. It's just like playing a slot machine, and you know, a lot of people play and play and play. They don't win, they don't win, they don't win. And there's always that person that plays and wins the jackpot. They get their hand pay. They're like, you know what? I still have like $40 in the machine. Let's just roll the rest of this out and see what happens. And then they hit another jackpot, you know? There's always that person. So, part of what makes people will, and I'm not saying you are, but people will complain about that. Like, it needs to be more consistent. There's no way you should farm for that long to not find anything. No. It should be that way. That's what makes it so exciting when you find stuff. Is because it's so rare. If everyone had $1 million, having $1 million wouldn't even be cool. $1 million would be worthless. The problem, what makes $1 million worth something, is because it's harder to obtain. At some point in the future, due to like inflation, I'm not getting into major economics or political stuff here, but just factually, inflation's going up. It just always does over time. Blah blah blah. At some point, having $1 million is not going to be good, because everyone's going to have it. That's going to be the bare minimum. You don't want Diablo 2 to be that way, so, yeah. A 17-5 small chart? A 17 mana with 5 all-res, I believe you're saying? I thought that mana and all-res were on the same affix or suffix side. Could be wrong, though. The Shredder. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, by the way. I can tell you're trying to make a joke, but I just don't understand it. Oh, 17 life. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I was confused because 17 mana is the maximum mana, and then 20 life is the max life. But yeah, still 17 life with 5 all res is a sick charm. Definitely would be hype about that too, yeah. Good enough for me to put into a video for sure. I'd put that in a drop alley video. First day off work in 26 days. My God! Congratulations on having a day off. Hopefully you're relaxing, and welcome in. What type of game of chance do you like to play? Poker or... I used to play some poker with the buddies. Nothing expensive, you know. Go to a guy's house, have like 5 to 10 of us or whatever, and you know, do a $5 buy-in and maybe a $10 buy-in, If we were real crazy, do a $20 buy-in. I don't play much anymore, really. I'm not much of a gambler. The closest thing to gambling, I guess I ever so slightly. I'll do some, you know, NFL, like sports bets for football games. I'll do like $5, maybe $10 on a Sunday. And I do fantasy sports. I do a couple different fantasy sports. So, but usually anything I ever did, if I like, I'd play a little bit, and if I ever was down money, I would just kind of stop doing it. So, like FanDuel and DraftKings, I'm like any of that type of daily fantasy sports, I'm up. I started doing best ball stuff, and I instantly like won a good amount of money, so I'm definitely up a good amount on that. Probably regular sports betting, I'm down a little bit, but nothing crazy, a couple $100 maybe. But I use some of my money that I won on DraftKings to use for the whatchamacallit, like the DraftKings sports betting or whatever. So I don't say go out in there and gamble or anything, but I'll be honest, it is kind of fun to put $5 on a 6-pick parlay and hopefully win like $400 or something. Or hopefully win, like, maybe you pick a bunch of stuff that's really likely to happen and you bet $5 and win like $80 or something, you know. It's kind of fun to have a little bit extra on it. I mean, to watch the game, I don't know. I know there's a lot of different opinions out there, so don't do what I do unless it's what you really want to do. Freedom is what I believe in. Vank, welcome in. Van, what's up, what's up? Just finished work, says Cy. Jax, congrats on just finishing work. Have a good day if I don't see you again in chat, but welcome, or have a good day. Never cared for football. Then I played fantasy with the boys. Love it now. Szechuan sauce? Nice. I did a double. I was like, does that say Szechuan sauce? Nice. Yeah, fantasy sports. It is clutch for football, yeah. I have had years where, you know, maybe I wasn't playing fantasy sports, like daily stuff at the time, and boy, I had like a rough season, and I'm like, man, I'm out of the playoffs like already. Like, or maybe like I wasn't in the playoffs for fantasy, and I was just like, you know what, I don't even want to watch these games anymore. But then you're playing fantasy, and you're like, ooh, let's watch all these random football games. Yeah. Appreciate you, Biv. By the way, that is my fantasy football channel that I'm starting to stream on, and I'm going to be doing some more content here pretty soon. I haven't been dedicating much time to it because those type of videos really pop off right at the beginning of the NFL season. But right now, if you don't have your own audience, it's tough to get them going. But it's so hype around the beginning of the season that you can get views. Like, you know, it's easier to get views, of course, when a topic is more popping off. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of streaming now, just for funsies, hanging out, chatting with people. But yeah, if you want to check out that fantasy football channel, feel free to. If you want to hear me babble on about my takes on football, and the good thing too, if you guys didn't know this, if I say something, everything I say is always right. So my fantasy football takes are just like great, because mine are all right, and anyone who disagrees is wrong. So if you didn't know that, little known fact. Galback can confirm I am always right. You notice I always say that after I know she's already been in here and left. Don't tell her I said that. HS push-ups and diamond. I know what diamonds are. HS. Handstand push-ups? Oh, maybe you're like way behind, because I was saying how I could do handstand push-ups before, but I can't anymore. Either way, though. Handstand push-ups, I wouldn't even try to do that right now. I'd probably go to the hospital. But like 8 years ago, I was crushing them. Just crushing the handstand push-ups. Seems legit. Yeah, legitimately, I would probably go to the hospital if I tried doing handstand push-ups right now. Legitimately. Crash it!
Looks like Phil needs higher SPF sunscreen.
Yo! What, am I looking sunburned? What's going on here? I probably red in the face from doing these lifts here. I did push up, so now we're on curls. We're on curls. I could do the cross curl. Now we're doing both at the same time. Too much work to do them separate. All right. Doing them separate takes too long. We ain't got time for that. Does look cooler though, I'll be honest. Coming across the body like this. It does look cooler, but I feel like that's more mechanically advantaged as well. So it makes it like easier. Appreciate you though, Trash, for the 31 months of Slatership. Appreciate you. Those don't look like beer curls? I mean, it is, but I just continue. Oh, Gold Magic Find.
Magic Find donated 50 pesos through Super Chat.
Thank you so much.
My Act 1 normal sword dropped me a gold dagger just now.
Oh, a little gold dagger in Act 1 of normal. Legendary. That's one that, especially on a sorceress on a playthrough, that's when you pull out for every act boss, am I right? Every time you see a unique monster, put it on swap, take him out, swap back over. Legendary. Acidic said, not a fan of this format. Sorry to hear that. Make me feel things I shouldn't be feeling in a Diablo stream. Okay, never mind. I thought that was going in a different direction. But, cool. I thought you were going to say it makes you feel like you need to go work out or something, but awkward.
Let's go.
Anyways. G-Stacks, yo! Gifted membership, thank you so much. And he nailed Youners or Yunners with a gifted membership. Thank you so much. G-Stacks. My man. GG. Oh yeah, good call on that, Biv. Dropping a gold dagger now is more legit because you can't gamble it no more. It's true. Don't Antrax likes it, don't care about the haters. No, someone was making a joke. It was just a joke they were making. See, I still haven't grabbed a single 4-socketed, oh boy, let's get rid of those. Pole arm this whole time, just in case my golem gets taken out. I need other ones sitting around. I have not grabbed one this entire time. Oh yeah, I did kind of see that. I did some videos a couple of years back with like AI. It kind of not exactly the same, but kind of similar, I guess, where I've done it a couple twice now, where I did probably about 3 years ago when AI was first coming out, and then maybe about a year ago. But that AI helped me build my AI built my Blizzard sorceress. It didn't go well or something like that. I forget exactly how it was, but that video actually performed terribly. Just those videos performed terribly. Shockingly bad, in fact. I was really confused. I was like, I thought it was kind of funny. I don't know. Yeah. Like, actually, those videos of AI making my builds for me, they performed so badly. So on your YouTube channel, I don't know if a lot of people know this, if you do a video that performs way worse than the rest of your videos, the YouTube algorithm like punishes your channel by giving even videos that would get a normal amount of views, it will crush them in the algorithm. If you put out one video that's like half as many views as like your other videos. It's actually crazy. They perform so badly, they hurt the rest of my videos for like the next 5 videos after those ones. Because YouTube like punishes you that way. But yeah. Your job is very secure. Yeah, there are some things that it can do pretty consistently, but yeah, some things it does not do very accurately. I use it's not that I never use it, but if it's anything that I have to 100% be accurate on, I do not use it on at all. And you can't just blindly trust it either. You have to put some, like, you have to stop and think about what it's saying and be like, does this sound accurate? How accurate does this information sound to me? And then you go like, okay, it sounds accurate, so I'm gonna just go with it. You know, like, the number of times that, oh, hold up. Gold Magic Finder, yo, thanks for the super sticker. Woo, appreciate ya. The number of times I like read something and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, yep. Yeah, this and that, and you know, this thing, and yeah, okay, yeah, cool. And I look, and it's sourcing Reddit. I get it, Reddit. There can be a lot of great stuff there, but I mean, I don't know. Or it's like, and then you look at the source, and it's like YouTube video, and it's like some YouTube video of like some person. And no offense to people with not a lot of subscribers, some person with like 48 subscribers, and it's a video from like 7 years ago, and you're just like, it's the only video, and that's what AI is like. I'm like, when the AI is a type of AI that actually shows you where it finds its information on the internet from, that is too. So. Yeah, so anybody watching, the only some tips I can give you for the YouTube algorithm over somebody who's made 1,600 videos, over 1,600 edited videos, not counting streams or shorts or anything, just regular videos. Oh, Gold Magic Finder with another 24 pesos, my man. Ooh, appreciate you. Thanks for the kindness. Number one, never make a video and then take it down and then fix or change something in it and then re-upload it. Never do that. You either have to choose to take it down and delete the video, or just put a comment in the comment section down below, correcting it and in the description, or you can go into the YouTube editor and cut the piece out that's incorrect, or try to edit it in a way in that little editor in there to make it more right, more accurate, more correct, or completely correct. Never completely remove the video and take it down and re-upload the same video. It will crush you. Unless it's like a super important video that you really, really want to put out and it has to be 100% accurate. It will crush you. Never do that. I did that a little bit ago because it was one that I thought was important enough to do that with, to like sacrifice it, and I kind of regret it, to be honest. And I knew it was going to happen, but then it's always soul crushing every time it does. But yeah. Cajoled saying AI is good for memes and or something like that, but for anything serious, huh? I mean, I use it for quite a few kind of things. Like, my wife's computer was having all these pop-ups on her whenever it went on, and you couldn't get rid of them, and I couldn't find the running, and it wasn't just like in the browser, it was like permanently up over Windows. I took a picture of my phone, typed in the AI, my laptop's having these things pop up, how do I get rid of it? AI was like, boom, 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 do this, do that, open this thing over here, go to settings, go down to here, go down to this, remove permissions, and it was boom, within 30 seconds. So there are some things it's good for. I've been using it for a lot of things like that recently, to be honest. A lot of little things like that. Oh wait, did I not do my set this last time? Ooh, 4-socketed. There we go. I don't remember if I did my workout thing this time. I don't think I did. Let's just do it real quick because I'm on split squats, because I'm almost positive I did not do it. Almost positive. We're just doing regular squats with these are 25, so 50. It's not much, I get it, but Yeah, for the number I'm going to do, that's going to be okay, but it does feel incredibly light. But it of course, it kind of is, but it is what it is. Re-upload work can work for shorts. Maybe shorts, but shorts are not... I don't know. I'm conflicted on shorts, whether they're even worth doing, to be honest. Because you make like $4 for like 100,000 views. I don't know. And the type of people that watch shorts and how they interact with shorts compared to the type of viewer that watches long form content, there's not a gigantic overlap. There is, but like shorts just pop up in feeds of people scrolling like this. Next video, next one, next one, next one. It's not the people that, you know, generally go watch a live stream for hours, watches a 20-minute YouTube video or something, you know. There is some crossover, but yeah. But yeah, as pertains to the algorithm, you won't get punished. I kind of believe you there, yeah. I'm not a huge expert on shorts, that's for sure. And the algorithm in general isn't an exact science either, so. SOJ says, for some reason, AI cannot handle Diablo 2 questions. Anything in the world where things change, AI cannot handle it. And also, yeah, because when I did the whole, you know, AI built me a Blizzard Sorceress that didn't go well thing, it was picking items from Diablo 3. It was just completely fabricating, you know, things. And like the Crown of Kings is used because of its extra, you know, cold damage, and it has a lot of defense. And I'm like, what is this Crown of Kings it's talking about? Like, I type it in, nothing comes up in Google search at all as for the item. I'm like, what is this? But yeah. A few different people said they click show less as far as it goes to shorts. Gotcha. See, I feel like shorts kind of ruin things for me, says Arcade. Ruins things as in, I guess you're saying you just don't really like them, you don't care about them. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm at. I'm not really a shorts guy either, especially the feed, man. I don't understand how someone can like the shorts feed, because when I go into shorts, I've done it just to look at it, kind of like research purposes, I guess you could say. And you're like scrolling through the videos. It's all the most dog shit worst videos I've ever seen. And almost every video is like, not clickbait, but every short that like has a bunch of views, they're all like saying they're going to show you something, and then the video cuts off just before, like, and they don't show you what it was. You know what I mean? Shorts are a good way to get your subscriber numbers up, but I don't know. I don't think those numbers really translate into, then you can just set them right back in. This is a reverse fly, 25 pounds. A little too much reverse fly for me, but back over. Here we go. 20 pounds is my actual like working weight on those two, so yeah. Just for curls, 25 pounds is not enough, of course. Well, I don't know if that's an of course, but so yeah. Locker says the shorts feed is brain rot until it learns what you like. I mean, I guess so. I've never scrolled through YouTube Shorts and seen a short that I wanted to watch before. Sometimes I'll there's like a sideways thing where you can scroll, like you'll go down your normal videos in your subscription feed, and there'll be a bar going across. You can slide across shorts. Sometimes I'll stop on that and I'll scroll sideways to see which ones I want to, if there's anything I want to watch. I'll watch some like that, but yeah, the actual feed that you swipe on, worthless, in my opinion. I have never seen a video swiping like that of anything I ever wanted to watch before. So, that's just me. The Hurt Locker said even after it gets a hold of what the algorithm decides, or gets good videos of what you want to watch, even at that, it's only like 20% accurate. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why maybe smaller creators probably like doing shorts and stuff, because you can get some subscriber numbers and stuff, and then the shorts feed, I feel like, is better for forcing shorts into people's eyeballs, you know what I mean, than the regular algorithm is, maybe. Maybe people are a little bit more creator biased on long form content rather than shorts, possibly. I don't really know that for sure, but I could see that being true. Me, Lama, Kano, small, a few others. Says Hurt Locker is what he gets in his feed. Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like I'm one of those YouTube watchers that's very biased towards certain creators, essentially. Like, it's almost like 50% creator and 50% the topic. I don't know, but yeah. YouTube keeps fighting your ad blocker, says BBL. Yeah. They do fight that for sure. 32 life, 32 cold res grand charm, even a thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that exists. I believe life and res on the same charm. Pretty sure. Could be wrong though. I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. Marksman's welcome in, and yeah, Marty, still alive. I was family reunion camping trip we do every year. Took a few days off for that. Kind of a slow Diablo 2 time of year anyways here, so not that that's, you know, but yeah. Speaking of playing Diablo 2 though, don't forget, y'all on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button for me, yeah? That like button destroyed if you did not do so already on YouTube. Help a brother out. Yeah, so Human Stain, I'm not sure if you're saying you found one, or you're asking, someone else said they found one, and you're asking, does it really exist? So, can't tell. It is kind of a cool one though. Maybe you throw it on to make up for a cold Sunday or something. So, if it's, I believe it is something to be found. But yeah, cool one though, I think. Shorts equal pants, or shorts greater than pants. True story. BBL saying, wishes he could hide the shorts feed. Just hide the shorts altogether, huh? Yeah, there's some people that, depending, apparently I looked it up because I'd never heard of this. My buddy said now that when he opens YouTube, it automatically just jumps straight into the shorts feed. Kind of like how TikTok is. How you open TikTok and it instantly just starts playing videos. Apparently his YouTube now, on his phone, he opens it up and instantly just starts, and then he has to go back and then go over to go to he has to go to 2 different buttons to get to regular videos now, to get out of the shorts feed. And I looked it up, and apparently they're rolling it out on certain phones so far. So he has a brand new phone, pretty much. I have a really old phone. I really hope that does not become permanent. And it's not like you can't undo it, you can't turn it off. It's like, that's how the app is now. There are certain ways to get rid of them. So the only way you can get rid of it is by going into the... So if you don't want to see any shorts, you can actually permanently get rid of them by going into some of the settings, limiting your shorts time. They have a setting to limit your video watch time and your shorts watch time, and you can set that to limit your shorts watch time down to 0. So if anyone didn't know that. And then you'll never see shorts again, but also you can't ever watch shorts. So if you want to watch them sometimes, you can't do that. You either have to get rid of them completely and never see them again that way, or you have to leave them on, pretty much. We got sit-ups right now, so that's what I'm jumping into here. You can Google how to do it. It comes right up on Google too, how to do it. So. Oh, these are a little bit in the box. Boom. Workouted it. I did go through this again. Okay. Work it out, it did. Epic advice, you'll have to check that out. Yeah. Oh, you can go commando in public and not get in trouble for it. Come on. Nothing illegal about that. Start advertising sports supplements. Well, hey. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say no. Athletic Greens, if you want to sponsor the channel. Peptides, guys. Who's sponsoring the channel for me? I need those sponsors. I'm broke! I'm broke! You always got to be real careful using that quote, I'm going to be honest. We'll leave it at that, though. No more comments on that. The arcade says it's cool that there's that YouTube hack, but it stinks that it's all or nothing. Yeah, and I will admit I have not tried it, but I did find that, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I was trying to look up for him, actually, on how to get him, because he doesn't want it to keep going to feeds, but he can't, to shorts, but he can't stop it. I was like, maybe the algorithm just thinks you want to watch it, and he's like, no, I never watch these things. I only watch it when it pops up and instantly starts playing. Like, oh, okay, well. Kurt Locker said you uninstalled and reinstalled the app when it started doing that. Gotcha. The only way that, so I did see some other solution, but it was not necessarily that. There's certain ways to go get older versions of things. As it sounds the way I'm talking, I am not nearly an expert on it by any means. I merely know that it technically is a thing. Some smarter computer people would know how to do it probably, but it's probably not too tough for someone who's smarter than me. But ooh, we all know what that is. Unique ring, which means stone of, let's ID this first. Got you good, didn't I? But this one right here is a stone of Jordan. Ooh, okay, not stone of Jordan. But if you want level 13 twisters on striking, am I right? Right? I mean, it's a neat ring. some meme builds. There's some meme builds that like to use that, right? My proc throw bar by Rock That On. I believe there's a, what do they call it? A storm wolf or something? Is it like two of those in Windhammer, and then you got the synergies on the build, so they're actually like pretty high level. They do a little bit. Not an expert on that build, so feel free to correct me there, but Terran Wind OP needs a nerf. I know, right? Really, if they just removed those poison creeper charges, it'd be less OP, really, but I'm gonna keep a couple of them just if I want to do those meme builds. We're back at the top, huh? Back at the top. Gotcha, Gold Magic Find. That's the thing with this. You can get subscribers through shorts, but those subscribers don't translate to long form videos generally. From what I heard, and I've been looking into it ever so slightly recently. I'm always looking into it a little bit. Apparently, so technically, if you want to help my channel out the most, watch my videos apparently on TV. If you have, you obviously everyone has a smart TV nowadays or a Fire Stick or something. If you watch YouTube videos on television on a TV and you watch it start to finish, that is by far, apparently a view on a television pays like 3 times as much as a view on like mobile or something like that. I don't know the numbers exactly, but a TV view, you make more money and it's like way better for you in the algorithm if you watch it on someone's video or stream or something on a TV relative to PC. And supposedly this is what I'd heard, and it sounds legit, but I don't know for sure. So we're jumping to the push-ups now. We'll just do them right on here. Eating this fire again. Some close grip push-ups. Ooh. I don't like the feeling of that. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's not very much weight is why it feels so good. I don't know. Now with one hand only? I don't think so. I might be able to, but I remember doing those before, and when I do this, I like have to clinch crazy. I end up hurting my neck. I don't want to do that. Injury avoidance is the most important thing, to be honest. Sweat Phil, we're getting there. OG AJ, you always watch on TV? What a legend. Good enough. More summons than I really need, I guess, but fine. Do no reaction videos on Diablo loot. By no reaction videos, do you mean like those videos where it's like this thing is funny or exciting and you have to like not react? Or are you saying I should not drop reaction videos? I can't tell the way you worded that. BBL says can't find that option on PC. So you're talking about the limiting of the shorts time down to, and limit the time down to 0. It should be on PC too. It might even be in like, I'm not gonna say parental controls, but something like that. You know, like YouTube safety settings or something like that, you know? But you'd have to look it up. I don't remember where it was now. And also, yes, I believe it probably is for PC only, or for mobile only, because the new app or whatever is like, I'm not sure if it'd be mobile only. I'm not sure. Not sure. Have you ever been involved in the filming of Token? What are you talking about here, bro? All bald people look the same, you're saying, huh? I see how it is. All us bald people look the same. Chill, dog, chill. Where was I? I'm right here, 3:30. What time? Oh, I got about another hour. Another hour I can play still. About another hour I can work out. Ooh. Maybe I'll... Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work. I was gonna say, maybe I'll finish this, like, cycle or whatever I'm doing here. And then I could walk for, like, an hour or something, but it sounds like a lot of work. Not to mention, the rate that I'm doing these runs and stuff, it'll take me, like, 45 minutes to do another cycle of 5. See, Marty says you can't have ad blocker on TV, you say? I think, yeah, I missed the context on that, I guess, so. I think he was, not talking about using ad blocker, but talking about the setting I was mentioning for shorts, to be able to permanently disable shorts on YouTube, so you just would never, ever see a short again on YouTube, ever. It would never, you wouldn't be able to see them, it wouldn't pop up, none of that, so. Vin Diesel? Gotcha. So, what Tokan, I didn't finish his comment, so I didn't finish reading his comment. But he was definitely not talking about me looking like Vin Diesel, I can promise you that. I have an idea of who he was talking about. It used to be a running joke on the channel that I let slip to the wayside, I'll be honest. Did push-ups. Now we're on the curls. Ooh. The first two here, I of course picked two of my favorites for the start, right? Curls and push-ups. Go with the curls. Some hammer curls. It's funny how this arm looks so much smaller because it's further away from the camera. Yeah, turn it closer to the camera. Look, there you go. Now it looks normal sized. The camera illusion. Get a good angle. Where was I? The squats, man. These squats are bumming me out. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to do them, but this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be the last time I do these, anyways, here on this stream. So these squats are just bumming me out, fella. I should have just skipped leg day. Am I right? Not that this is super heavy or anything, but still don't want to do it. Also, I hate having my legs that tight. I like having a wider stance, but it feels awkward with the dumbbells to have a wider stance. Oh, where was I going? Dropped all streaming services, started buying secondhand Blu-rays. Nice. Thought you were gonna say you got a VHS player, like a Giga Chad. If you were a true Chad, you'd get a laser disc player. That's a real Chad's do. Let me jump back to town. I keep forgetting to drop this stuff off. Those little chicken legs. Ah, our legs ain't too bad. They ain't too bad. Cube those up. What are you talking chicken legs? Look at this sucker. Look at that thing. Ugh, can't flex the cap so much. Ugh, look at that. Come on. Get out of town. For a second there, I forgot how to flex a calf. Angels in the Outfield, another great movie. This is true. Oh, the pits is terrorized now. I didn't even know that was coming. I forgot to go back to town, didn't I? Oh well. Sick. I literally, kind of embarrassing there, but I literally forgot how to flex my calf there for a second. Really weird. Have you been farming for Sunders specifically? I did kind of for a second. I just ran Andy for like, I forget how many runs, 300 runs maybe, 400 runs maybe. I got like three Sunders from there, and I got 3 Sunders from Harold's, kind of randomly. And then I've gotten a couple others some other ways, so just like from random monsters, or from a couple times I ran meth and he dropped 1 or 2 and stuff like that. So Nightbot, what's going on? Love that guy. Nightbot says hit that like button. Good point. Never forget to hit like buttons, everybody. Well, I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat enough for lunch. Oh well, we'll have to deal with it. $100 Sunders this season, huh? 100. It's impressive. Must have been doing a lot of Andariel running, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, they're much more common now than they were before, right? I think they need to find a happy medium. I think they got a little too easy and common now. I kind of wanted them to drop off of other monsters, but I never anticipated as common as they are now. I was thinking more like at the commonality of like a Shaco. Actually, I should keep some of these bodies here so I can make sure I have something to corpse explode around here. But yeah, they're definitely a little too common in my opinion. So you're rocking just the tombs. I get you. Okay. Because yeah, so the Sunder Charms are what, 1 in 100 runs, if I'm not mistaken. 1 Sunder per 100, or no, is it per 50 on P8? Or wait. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head. I think it's one per 100 on P1, and it's 1 per 50 on players 8? Or is it unaffected by players count for Heralds? About 1 in 50. I'm trying to remember what I'm remembering and forgetting here now. Oh boy. Not true? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what part you're saying is not true, but is it 1 in... I forget there's... I think it's P1 was 1 in 100 and players 8 is 1 in 50. And Magic Find does not affect it at all. And then from regular monsters, I think that... I can't remember. I can't remember. Yeah, so some other people said... So pretty much 5 and up is 50. So yeah, I think I just looked at the lowest and highest, and that's kind of what everybody kind of looked at. But you say, yeah, that does sound familiar. Like players 5 is like 1 in like 53 runs, and players 7 and 8 is like 1 in 51 runs or something. So it's pretty much the same. That I think. Don't quote me on this. I'd have to double look it up, but it's kind of coming back to me. Marvin, so the Iron Golem is an insight. Yeah. Dev bad. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff that still needs to get tweaked, that's for sure. In my opinion. I know Marty's not too keen on the new stuff at all. I'm generally anti-change guy too, so. But it's gonna stay in the game, so we want it to be eventually to the right spot. Oh, okay. I just realized. Okay, yeah. I was wrong. It's the tier of the Herald. That's why you said 5. Yeah, it's level 1 Heralds are 1 in 100. I'm sorry. Now it came back to me now that I realized what it was after reading some comments here. Yeah, I don't know why someone said 5, level 5, and I was like, oh, they must have, blah, 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 blah. I'm Phil. Look at me. Yes. So tier 1 Heralds is 1 in 100, and tier 5 is 1 in 50. That's, okay, my bad. So dumb. And Magic Find affects it essentially none. And I think players count also affects it none, right? Hurt Locker said you think the whole loot table went sideways? It definitely seems like, and I don't know necessarily if this is true, the Warlock items that are unique seem to drop way more often than they should. Like, the new Dreadfang is an elite item, right? But it drops all the time. Like, way more so than any other elite-based unique that I can think of. I don't know if it's actually factual. I haven't done the math science on it, but it seems that way. It honestly does. And then, like, the set items, like, literally I find the set pieces for the Warlock set, like, 3 a day. Actually, online I was finding them all the time. I have not been finding as many on single player here, so, which is interesting now that I think about it, but the books never drop. The one book drops all the time. I seem to get the one book all the time. But the books are a class-specific item. They are going to be super uncommon. But what's it called? The not elite book. The elite books are pretty rare. The Ors Doles ones or whatever, but yeah, class-specific items are always much more rare than the regular stuff for all the characters. Like, based upon the same level of, whatever. Like, an elite-based book is going to be more uncommon than an elite-base whatever, Oof. Iron Golem almost got wrecked right off the bat here. My god. I don't want to see that. Stone Skin, come on. The bum. That's fine. I thought my Iron Golem got wrecked there for a second. Yeah, there you go, SOJ. Appreciate you. I couldn't remember the stuff. I haven't thought about it in so long. Sunders are like almost so common that they're at a commonality point to where you don't even think about how to get them, kind of. They just kind of happen now. which some people might think that's good. Some people think it's bad. It all depends on who you are. Some people think that they should just get rid of immunities in the game altogether, so. Yeah, I did the squats. We're on reverse flies, huh? Reverse flies. Ethereal Mephisto's book this season? Oh, Euler. Sorry to hear that. And yeah, you're right up there too. Burnt Text is the one, yeah. What's Dreadfang used for? Some people toss that on an Act 5 Merc. It's got, does it have amp on striking, I think? I believe it's amp on striking. So there could be other uses, of course. Fury Druid maybe, or something. But the Act 5 Merc is the most common one. Probably a Barb, Frenzying too could be, and stuff like that, so. Marty, this is true. You've been complaining about the devs for a very long time. This is accurate. No argument there. This is true. 33%. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Antrax, 33% right there of level 3 amp damage on striking. So yeah, a lot. It can cast a lot, like super quickly. Go with them reverse flies. I don't know. This scene probably doesn't even let you see it all that good. You just see my back and my arms coming up a little bit, but it'll be all right. Ow! I just lifted it. Ow, my toe! It lifted up a little bit and I dropped it on my toe. Devastating. All right, reverse flies. Here we go. Yeah, 20 is actually my working weight on reverse flies, so. Whew. Oh boy. Try Dreadfang, Act 5 Merc for the NATO Druid. That's definitely an option, yeah. Anything that does physical, so. And you. It's tough to, in my opinion anyways, to use it on a physical caster. Not having an insight. You can get away with it, I guess, depending on other gear choices, where you put your points, etc., etc., etc. But like, you know, a Singer Barb does physical, but like, I could see it tough getting away from an insight on your Merc. See, what other physical casters would there be? NATO and the Singer. I mean, maybe like Corpse Explosion's half physical, you know? I guess Corpse Explosion being half physical. You know what? Why am I not using that on this summoner right now, huh? I don't need insight over here. But then I would lose the Might aura. And actually Fanaticism to help out my summons, I guess. I don't know the damage output difference. But yeah, if I come across any physical immunes, I obviously have half fire, half physical on Corpse Explosion. But yeah, that could, any of the Stone Skin or the, okay. Budget Summoner Necro maybe? What do you guys think? Can you make an Iron Golem out of that sword? Iron Golem out of the sword and then go Act 2 Mercenary? You could, I guess. I think that would work. Interesting. Realistically, the Golem never really actually dies. I guess if you come across Heralds now, the Herald could easily take him out, but against normal monsters, the Golem never dies. What happens is I die once in a while, and then the Golem goes away. Realistically. So yeah. Talking earlier about some people say they want to get rid of immunities. SOJ says immunity is what makes this game good, though. It definitely would eliminate a lot of difficulty to the game. A lot. Because, of course, then you would never have to try to ever do anything to get rid of them. You'd never have to dual spec. You'd never have to find some lower res charges. You'd never have to get infinity for conviction aura. You'd never have to do any of that. So what you would do is just stack more power, you know, and it would just make everything easier. Like, you'd have to, like, quadruple the life of every monster in the game to try to balance out not having any immunities, you know? Yeah. Thunders are a lie. Still can't kill doors and other structures. Oh, I never thought about that, and I've never heard that, though, either. That Sunder Charms, they break immunities, but they don't work on things like doors that are immune to poison. Huh. I never heard that, and also never thought about that being a thing. So, interesting. I never heard that before. Interesting. Do you have on Bramble? I do not. No. So, definitely don't even have Bramble yet at all. Bramble's one I usually never make because, like, I would never throw it on my own character. And I know people will say the mercenary. But boy, just making Bramble solely as a mercenary for a summon Necro is a tough one to ask for. You know what I mean? Solely as a summon Necro armor, tough. What all goes into Bramble? I'm gonna go ahead and Google it real quick. Rune Wizard. Web browser. Bramble. Ral Ohm Sor. An Ohm and a Sir to get Bramble to only use on a mercenary specifically for a summon Necro. Because, like, I would never use the poison skill damage on a poison Necro. I would use the teleport on Enigma 100 times out of 100. The thorns on your character, I would also use 100 times out of 100 Enigma for the movement speed. So really, it would only be thorns for a summon Necro. Maybe a summon Druid? Just for summon builds, really? Would there be other times you would use it? Poison Amazon? I would, yeah, I mean, I guess you could do that. I usually go Enigma anyways for the huge amount of walk run on Enigma. To be honest, move you around faster. I could see the argument though. Yeah, Bramble on a poison Java. That's the toughie. Poison Druid, whatever it's called, the Plague Druid, maybe? I don't know. Rabies, there you go. Yeah. Plague Druid. Yeah, nice, Phil. Nice. All right, so we're on sit-ups. And this is going to be my last round on this. So I'm just going to be done. We'll call it a day. I haven't done as many as I'd want to, but what you going to do? Who cares? Who cares? Am I right? Hello. Oh, my freaking tailbone, bro. It's like when I hurt my back in the factory. That's where I had the worst shooting pain, and man, my tailbone, rough. Man, rough. Make one eventually for Chronicle. It is true, yeah. That is true. Yeah, if I was ever at the min... The thing is, too, about... Someone mentioned up there... Oh, yeah, there. Oh, Charlie. Essentially the min-max summon Necro, right? Boy, I would... If I had the really, really good gear, I would probably never make a summon Necro. Summon's good. Don't get me wrong, but... At that point, I mean, I guess if you had all the best things, but you never found a D-web yet, sure. But Poison I would use so many times over a summon Necro. But... A million billion revives. All the summons. Kind of unnecessary to have this many, but what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? So, Bramble good for a poison dagger, Necro? Ooh. Can't argue with you there. Facts are facts, am I right? G-Sex says, he cares, do them push-ups. We pay for it after all. Yeah, I mean, I've already been going for on and off here. I think I did enough. G-Sex just roasting me for stopping. Honestly, I kind of want to sit down. My feetsies are starting to hurt. Let me lower this down here. I'm gonna do one last squat, and then never get back up. What's going on here? Oh, the wheels were all jacked up. Black bog for a poison dagger. We could. Poison dagger Necro. Let's go. Artax. Oh, Antrax. I mean Artax. The horse from Neverending Story. But yeah, that is true. Eventually the runes will just sit there, and that's how my runes were, honestly, on the last Holy Grail. Not that a Sur rune would just sit there though, but because you're going to cube the Surs and stuff up to get to Jaws to be able to make all of those stinking rune words that use Jah, am I right? So, but also if you want to complete all the rune words, which I do want to do eventually, I guess, depending on how long it takes me to do everything. Yeah. Whoops. $184. Finally caught a live stream. Owain Lua. I'm sorry, I can't read that. Do forgive me. That like first part say Owain? Owen maybe? Welcome in either way. Do forgive me. Only cubed once on those. Well, the thing with the Sur runes, yeah, I guess the Jah rune words are way more useful than the Sur ones in general, you know. Phoenix. I guess you could say last wish isn't even that good, to be honest, but everyone's got concentration aura down here. Blast them up here. Oh, Merc. He's up there by himself, just YOLOing against the Herald. Okay. Maybe the rare ring could be good. No. No. We got almost 4 o'clock here. Okay, we'll have to go back and we'll see how this stream performed. Maybe I'll start doing that more often, huh? I don't know if that was too painful for you guys to see me working out in between runs and stuff, but kind of appreciate that, you know? Because I feel a lot of times if I go to the gym, I feel like I'm sacrificing stream time or like whatever. You guys can hold me accountable, right? Definitely not a ladder reset workout type situation, but military pick, legendary. Increase the weights by 300 pounds. So I'm about to increase my weight by 300 pounds, if you know what I mean. Nothing but Twinkies. Push you to do a quick workout as well. Nice. That's actually awesome. Love hearing that. Us old people got to keep fit, right? Us old people. Dad bod to rad bod. Ooh. Yeah. Another level already. Jeez. I wasn't thinking that. I mean, I'm in the mid 80s, I guess. That does make sense. A little bit, I guess, but. Eating a bowl of chocolate chip cookie dough, watching you do push-ups. That! This guy. Hey, whatever, you know. As long as he enjoyed it. Look at this guy. Hey, as long as you're happy, that's the most important thing in life. If you're happy and, you know, you're not hurting nobody else, more power to you. Does the 63k plus patterns and LK runs apply in all map formats? Is the 63? I don't know. Phaleos? I'm not sure what that means. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what you're asking or what that even means. So, guess I cannot necessarily answer that question. I leveled up within 1 second. Merc leveled up. Herald incoming! Just wrecked. Say it like Jabba the Hutt. I'm not sure what I said, and also I don't know how to say things like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, the cookie dough thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. You can call Nightbot. Don't forget that like button for me, ladies and gents. Ooh, Ares Plateau. The only unfortunate thing is you can't get any summons really. The summon Druid would be better off. My man here. Hey, it's still terrorized out here. Why not? Why some of these other areas are tougher than they're worth, you know. Where's he at? Oh, wrong wall. I'm an idiot. I was thinking the wall right there was the one where Threshock could be. We have a 9 million length teleport here. Well worth it. Just well worth it. Yeah, not doing that again. 130 likes. Yeah, a lot of people in and out. So this is on players 3. Thresh Hockey you can just run on P1, I guess, but just players 3. So looking at the time here, daughter's going to be home in about a half hour. She went on a little play date with one of her friends, so she'll be home in about a half hour here, and some stuff to do or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and call her a day on the stream and on the workout. I did a little bit. Am I swole now? I might be. Maybe I'm also not. I'm not sure. But appreciate y'all joining me, putting up with me, lifting a little bit while I'm streaming, lifting between videos. I even thought about, I don't know if it would be maybe well advised, but maybe doing some kind of challenge stream, torture stream, where y'all could get me to do a billion of lifts or something based on how much you guys, gifted membership, stuff like that. But I don't know. Was unsure, so. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. Catch you in the next live stream or video. Peace out and keep slaying. Oh yeah.